Hi everyone, we're talking about flow and optimal performance today, and I've shared with you before about the cycle around you need struggle, release, flow and recovery. Now what we need to do is respond to that. If there's a struggle, we can respond to that, or if someone's looking to release, we can release, or there's flow, we can respond, etc, etc, and we can engineer and plan our intentions around these four areas as well. So let me take an out of work example. One of my favorite runs of all time, I like my running, you probably know that by now. It's in the Alps, and there's a route that basically circumnavigates Mont Blanc. It's called the Tour of Mont Blanc. And there's one part to that route where I've done it twice now and I absolutely love, because it's designed to take me through those 4 cycles, just the way nature's planned it, okay? And it gets you into flow. Step number 1, you go from a small skiing town in Italy straight up a big hill. Okay, it's about 600 to 800 meters high, and it takes about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and it's literally relentless zigzags and steps, etc. And you get to that top. So there's your struggle phase. It's really quite a brutal hill. When we get to the top, typically there's another lovely grassy patch. There's a refuge, there's running water, it's time to recharge. We get up there and we release. You then get the views, because previously you were in the trees and you couldn't really see much more beyond the valley. So it's like you get to the top, you can see Mont Blanc, I think, almost from the other side, and then you start to get that release. It's like, I've done the hill. And then what you can do is enter that flow state. From what happens from there, you get about, I think it's about 10 kilometers of kind of grassy ridge running, which is probably the most beautiful run on the whole route. It's a long route, I can't remember exactly, about 100 miles, I think. And it's designed really now to get you into flow. So you've struggled, you've released, and now you can really get into that flow state. And then what happens is, after that, which just takes you to about mid-morning, depending on what time you start, it's about half a day now, you drop back down to the valley, which is a lovely way to drop back down. And then what we've done typically is you just want to get in that river on a hot day like today, not that I'm in France today or Italy today, is you get in that river, and that's just time to recover and do it all again. And the reason it's good news to do it all again is because after that, there's another big hill. And there's a lovely grassy section that goes down again. So basically the hills and mountains and the work we do, whether it's yoga or projects or spreadsheets, can be designed to get us in flow. So I look on a daily basis to look for struggle, release, flow and recovery, a weekly cycle, a monthly, yearly cycle with holidays built in, all the rest of it, to kind of develop that. And a great question to ask yourself right now is, tomorrow or today, what can you do, A, to bring on struggle, B, to release that, C, where will you find your flow, and D, how will you recover?